Hello everyone and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Well, in this episode we will sort out our distribution network. It is going to be a very big job because, well, we have a lot of deliveries happening in this republic, but I think the end result will be well worth the effort. To make this system reliable, we will need to have two offices, one for the exports and one for the domestic distribution. And we already have two goods being produced in the Republic, clothes and bread, so hopefully that will be enough to keep us in the green. But distribution alone is not going to be enough to keep us occupied for the entire episode, so in the meantime we will start setting up a construction industry. Obviously, as you can see, it is not going to be built in this episode. That will require quite a bit of effort. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. So, in the last episode we managed to build the farming area and it is up and running, and let me see. Yeah, we will definitely manage to fill this place up completely. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we leave a lot of produce on the fields. Not great, but it's not the end of the world. Also, is this working now? I think, yeah, now we are repairing stuff in distant locations, so that's great. How is the research going? It is almost 50%. Okay, so I think today what I would like to do is maybe sort out the distribution from the customs house. Obviously, most of the stuff will be taken over by trucks, but until then, we need to do some of the stuff manually. For example, we have no rail access to the food factory, so this one will have to be done by trucks. So might as well take care of it. And for that, we need to make some room. I do believe we have one distribution office at our disposal still. And let me see, yeah, 4 out of 5. Let's just go ahead and start piling them here, I suppose. There. So this one is empty. Let's just have the fuel deliveries taken over there and redirect the trucks. And now we can get rid of this one. And yeah, let's just keep doing this until everyone is moved here. Pretty much all of these except maybe the fuel station. I think that one can stay here. Unless I tell the fuel trucks to move the fuel from here to the new place, but I think it's fine. So anyways, just give me a second, please. Okay, the only thing remaining now is this road depot, but I believe now we have better covered road trucks, so I think these are outdated, so you know what, yes, I will actually sell them. That's going to be fine. Oh, sorry. First sell them, and then demolish. There we go. Okay, now we can get rid of all these road stubs along here. And this one as well, and these. And I believe that's it. Okay, let's just make sure. Let's get rid of these nodes. That way I can actually see what is remaining, and yeah, this is going to be fine now. Okay, yes, I will leave this fuel station here for now, and we can use this for our distribution network. So, tell you what, let's go ahead and put in a medium one for now, and we can build bigger ones later as needed. I would like to use that intersection if we can. Maybe I will have this one a little bit off the road, like this, and okay, I will build both of them, because eventually I would like to have two. So, oh, we don't have the room because of the gas station. It's fine then, okay. For now, I will just do this. So, let's just have... For now, this will do. Okay, and finalize. Everything here will be high priority except for the main building, obviously. So let's just have access to it and it will be built eventually. Also, what is on fire? Or what was on fire? It was the art gallery, not the cinema. Oh, that's fine. Okay, what did we unlock? A new locomotive. Yeah, that will have to wait because the railroad is nowhere near finished. In fact, I am tempted to post construction on everything except a single lane, but that would mean that the track builders will get into each other's way, so that's not going to be ideal either. Yeah, let's just build everything now, it's fine. So, this one is slowly on the way. I am tempted to start using local citizens for construction workforce now. In fact, yes, let's do that. Let's not accept anyone walking into these construction sites. That will free up a lot of workforce. Most of it will go to the industries. That's going to be intentional. Also this one is already, yeah, this one is already set. And now we should see a lot of people who are making their way to the bus station. Exactly. Okay. Can the construction office, I believe this one. So we have all these buses. Any more buses around here? No. This one as well. Okay, you guys can please pick up workers right here. So, no, this one. Workers will come from here. That's correct. And you as well. And that's correct, right? Yes. Okay. So now we should be off using foreign workers for this anymore. Any dedicated lines? I think all of them are now using that domestic workers. I think that's going to be great. So we have managed to take that off our expenditure list. Great. Okay. Obviously, if we have big construction projects, that will mean that not everyone will make it here, but I think enough will make it to at least keep the heating plant and the incinerator going, so we should be fine. Okay, what else? Yeah, it is all just domestic workers. Very good. Alrighty then. Ideally, we should have 2 distribution offices. So yes, tell you what, I will set up another fuel station and build another distribution office right now, because one will be for domestic distribution and one will be for exports. So unless no, we have to use it separately because we need to set 2 separate thresholds for the storages. So yes, first things first, we need a gas station, refueling free. You can go ideally maybe here. I think this should be fine. Yeah, that will do. Okay, you guys, can you please pick up right here, which is the free... Oh, it's not set, or is it? It is already assigned. Yeah, this one. Not unload, but load, please, and unload here instead. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so they will empty it out eventually. In fact, we might as well wait for it. And once it's deleted, I will build another distribution office. So we can have one of them dedicated to exports and one for domestic deliveries. And it's empty already. Okay, can you guys please leave? Thank you. So get rid of this road, get rid of the node. Almost. Oh, that's a long... There we go, finally. Okay, let's put in the next distribution office. So medium distribution office, flipped, that's correct. Okay, that road needs to go. Thank you. Yeah, I think this will do. Okay, let's build it. Once again, all these will be high priority for the roads, and the buildings themselves will be medium priority. Okay, so one of these will be used for domestic, the other one for exports. Alrighty then. Well, let's just wait for them to be built. What are we spending money on right now? Economy and trade. By the way, how is the maintenance? It is doing okay. And I think I will set the storage for mechanical components a little bit higher. 40% and 50% on everything else. I think that will make a bit more sense. Okay, so also we will never really use this for although we might use it for helicopters later down the line. Okay, 50-50 on the steel and aluminium should be okay. So expenditures, last year and this year. Yeah, we are definitely spending a lot of money, and most of that expenditure is import of resources, and that is steel, fuel, food. That is the third biggest expenditure, which should go away relatively soon. Very good. And we should be able to start making some money from food. Very good. Meat, unfortunately, I think I will have meat production maybe in the bigger farm later. Gravel. Gravel is a big expenditure actually. We might want to set up a gravel mine fairly soon. Or, well, quarry. Boards, or also, yeah, technically, yeah, it does make sense. We are still in the early days, so wood construction should be relatively common. So it does make sense that we are spending so much money on boards. Although it's only 10,000 for, yeah, almost 2 years. I might set one up, although I might want to wait for tree replanting. So yeah, you know what, it can wait. Obviously the biggest expenditure is steel, but we are nowhere near the point where we can start even thinking about setting up a steel production. Fuel would be nice, but once again we have no access to the deposits. I suppose I'm say liquids, and no, it is under fossil fuels. Pump jack, yes. I suppose what we could do is basically just go around and try to look for them, but that is far from ideal. It is very hit and miss, especially during winter. So yes, I don't think I will do that, but it is an option. But I really don't want to do this kind of stuff. It's a little bit too gamey for my liking. Yeah, let's just wait until we actually discover the actual technology. And for that we will need a technical university. Unfortunately, we don't have that yet. And I do believe the one we have is very, very big. Technical university, this one. I did download the usual one, the small one, but unfortunately that will require the brutalism research. I believe that is under this one, right? Or is it technical as well? Let's take a look. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me see. Concrete. That sounds about prefab panels. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and it is only unlocked 1955. Right, that isn't going to happen for a while, unfortunately. Okay then, it will have to wait. Also, this one is... Ooh, nice. Almost finished. This phase of construction will be finished relatively soon now. In fact, I'm speeding through it. And then, there we go, it is finished, and now we are building the roof, and after that we can start actually making some bread. Okay, how is the distribution going? Ooh, nice. It is going actually quite nicely. Also, I am very tempted to start setting up a construction industry as well. Maybe around here somewhere. Obviously not on the slope. Maybe here would make sense. But here would be basically perfect. It should be able to cover this area as well and reach into the mainland too. So here would be kind of ideal. But for that one we will need a lot of terraforming. So I think I will wait a little bit. Also that is coal, so yeah, that's fine. How far can the bulldozers reach? If they can reach here, then we might as well start terraforming. So let's take a look. I don't suppose they will be able to reach. It's a little bit too far away. Oh, they can actually reach. Okay then. In fact, let me just check. Can you reach here? No. Here? No. Wow. We are very much on the edge. Yeah. That is actually very lucky. Okay, I will raise up this little area to the level of maybe this contour line. Yeah, let's just get started. This will require a lot of fuel, but that should be a small price to pay for a very big benefit. Alrighty then, that should be plenty of space for a construction industry. In fact, now that I look at this place, we seem to have enough exposed rock, so if we really wanted to, I suppose we could use this place for a gravel industry as well. So we could extract and use the resources right on site. Is this... I believe that is already exposed rock, right? Let me see... Yeah, that is a gravel quarry already, although not a lot, only 10%. A little bit further into the mountainside would make more sense. So yeah, I suppose we can extract and process the gravel right here. That would make sense, plus we have the railroad right here, so we could have it hooked up as well. Yeah, I think I like it. Also, this one is up and running. Okay. I don't want to have 150 people coming here all the time. Let's just limit this to 50%, or sorry, 50 people for now. So only 50 people can work here, for the time being. And we definitely need to sort out the deliveries. But we might as well wait for these guys. This one is going to be high priority, this one is going to be medium priority. Okay, let's sort this out ASAP. In the meantime, first things first, let me know if you are finished, so notify when finished, and in the meantime we can work on the construction industry. And this has been a long time, so I will be very rusty on this. Please excuse my, well, as I said, the rustiness. Oh jeez, I don't really remember. I do believe we need to place the construction offices last because the most important thing is the actual production and storages. So for example, construction industry, what do we need exactly? Not explosives, that's fine, and cement, that's not it, we need concrete, that's the one. So let's just place a placeholder for now, and you know what, Now here we can align to the grid there. So in you go for now. We will move things around as we are building. Then this one will require, let's take a look, gravel and cement. That's easy enough. For gravel, we will obviously need a gravel storage, so a aggregate storage, ideally with a railroad connection. Not a big one, this is way too big. This might be a little bit too small, a little bit too long, a little bit too wide. Okay, let's just go for a small one. I think that should be fine. But this one doesn't appear to have a rail connection. Yeah, I don't think any of them have. Well, for that, I suppose we just set up a rail station. What is the internal storage for the cement plant? So it's a concrete plant. Oh, 100 tons of gravel actually. That's not too bad. I am tempted to, let me see, what is the storage of this small 1000? Yeah, let's just have this one. And we will set up a delivery station for it. So you can go here for now. And no, here. So we have that better road access. And yeah, let's do this. Then we might as well hook this up to the asphalt plant, because that one will also require gravel, I believe. So we have the concrete and then the asphalt plant, and this one will also require gravel and bitumen. That one will have to wait. First, let's sort this one out. Let's just have... I suppose I can place these conveyor belts the way that maybe roads can go under them. For example, here. Is this high enough? Yeah, it is high enough. Okay. So I suppose this should work. So we have access to gravel for both of these guys. That's good. And you can come out this way. First things first, let's just have this one. Oh wait, we need to have the unloading station for the trains. And that will come from aggregate and unload. Train unloading, that's the one. This one is a little bit too big. What about you? That's fine, but maybe something a little bit more believable. This was a little bit too small for my liking for this. Just for aesthetic reasons, nothing else. And this one is way too big for this place. Yeah, let's just use the small one. And if I place this one here, yeah, that's not going to be high enough for the conveyor belts. You will have to be more like this. And we can place it. Yeah, let's just do this, I suppose, and just curve the road around. Or maybe here. Can I squeeze it in? Flip it, and this way. Yeah, that will do. Okay, so now we have a way to drop off stuff to the aggregate storage. What else do we need? So we have concrete and we have asphalt. We will need a cement storage for the concrete plant. And that is under dry bulk, yes. Obviously, ideally we should have a storage. Let me see. That's 1000, 2300. That's way too much. Yeah, that's way too much. And the only other one we have is this 1150. Yeah, sure, why not? But wait, where is the dry bulk input? Yeah, concrete plant. This one should have a dry bulk input, right? Or is that a more technological for later? Let's take a look. No, I don't see any dry bulk input, unfortunately. Yeah, those are all for aggregates only. That is interesting. Okay, yeah, I suppose only the modern one has the dry bulk input, so we will have to do this by trucks. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. Plus, all this will be replaced eventually, so it's fine. Okay, since we are doing this by trucks, let's just have it here, right in front. So that should do it. A little bit further down, so we can have a place for the deliveries as well. There. Okay, now let's just have a dry bulk storage. Dry bulk unloading. Ideally by train, although we are close enough to the border, so maybe we can do this by trucks as well. So railway, dry bulk loading, unloading. And you can go... not ideal. That should do it. Something like this, but obviously flipped. Okay, so the conveyor belt goes in, and we have road access and railroad access as well. Okay, then what else is missing? Asphalt, the bitumen. Well, that will be under liquid. There we go, and let's just have, let me see, 300 tons, 90. Obviously the big one is way too much. Let's just have a 300 ton liquid storage. And yes, this one actually has liquid inputs. What I like to see, you can go right here for now. We already have access to the the aggregate, so that's okay. You can go there, I suppose. And we obviously need to have a drop-off station. So this is for road, yes, and this is for trains, right? Yes. Okay, you can go other way around, that way. Yeah, let's just line up these roads and I will deal with the pipes later. There we go. Okay, in fact, yeah, I suppose we just can have a underground pipe here and we can have a way through for the roads. Okay, so we have access to all 3 or all 4 or whatever many resources by trains. That's great. What else? You know what? The easiest way to do it is by looking at the different storages we have right now. Or whatever, the offices here. So we have concrete sorted out, asphalt as well, gravel, right, truck loading station. In fact, let's just pin this window so we can keep an eye on the resources. So we need a way to load the trucks from the gravel storage. So road and a truck loading station, aggregates. Loading for trucks, there we go. This one has 2 parking spots and 2 parking spots, so it doesn't really matter which one we use. This one is a little bit more expensive, I think. Although, yeah, the steel costs are higher for this one. Let's just use the early start model, I suppose. Okay, you can go, that is an input, that's not what we need an output. There. The roads might be a little bit tight, but I think we can manage here. Let's just check. Yeah, we will be just fine. Okay, let's hook up the conveyor belt. There we go. And finalize. There. Okay, so gravel, asphalt, concrete. Steel will be in a separate storage, bricks as well, prefab, boards, that's fine, and a warehouse. So we just need a open storage and a warehouse, and that's it. Wow, that was a bit easier than I remembered. Okay then. Open storage. I do believe the early start only has non-railroad connections. Yeah, this is for road only. Yeah, this one has a rail access, very good. Okay, I think we can put it here next to the dry bulk unloading. So the rail connection should be relatively easy. There. This one will store all the open storage resources and a warehouse. Okay, we don't need this anymore. This one doesn't really need to be all that big, in fact a very small one should be fine. Yeah, this one will do. You can go maybe next to the oil storage or the bitumen storage. Something like this. That will interfere with these rails. Fine, let's just put it here. Flip it and there. Also construction finished just in time. Lovely. Okay, you can go there. Okay, I will sort out the roads in a bit. For now, hop right here. First things first, fuel. You guys, can you please fill it up with fuel? Thank you. Also, how are you on the assignments? You have 12. Yeah, you have plenty of assignment slots left. Okay. Yeah, the food is now full. We need to sort this out relatively quickly. Pause. I will first set up the internal distribution. So you pick up stuff from here and yeah, you can pick it up whenever you want. That's fine. And obviously drop things off not at the destinations, drop it off at the central warehouse. Here you unload and keep it 100% full. That's great. What else? Let's take a look. Oh, right, the clothing. Pick stuff up, yeah, I suppose here, load, and once we have the trucks, I will tell them what to load, that's fine. And once again, unload right here. That's fine. Then, we only have access to a couple of stuff right here, so we definitely need to have this one. And this one will be for loading. And the meat, now we are dealing with that with dedicated lines, right? No, that is actually being dealt with one of these distribution offices. This one, I believe. Right. You know what? I will leave this one here for now. Although, no. Let's just deal with it here. So, pick up at the customs house and drop it off here. So, that one meat storage is unloading. Okay. Anything else? I think for now it's fine. Also, yeah, this one is still underway. I think for this one we need to redirect these trucks, right? So you guys are delivering... No, we need to buy new ones. These are... Oh, right, I suppose we can supply the maintenance office from here as well. So drop off here. Unload, that's correct. Okay, what else are you supplying? So you are supplying the warehouse, yes. Bread, electronics, that's fine. And the vehicle repair station. So that's it. I think we have set up everything. We have everything set up. Okay, you guys, you can park yourself in the big one. And once you arrive, I will, in fact, wait, you guys can go as well. And now we should be okay. So once this first one arrives, I will start setting up the different ratios and stuff like that. Okay, bread and, you know, covered hot stuff. So, I suppose I will let the customs house to be the bottom of the list. You are the last one at the last resort. Because I still want to make sure that we are using the customs house for all the resources in case we run out of food here, for example. but that is going to be at the bottom of the list, so that is going to be the last resort. So at the customs house, you can buy everything, that's fine. Unload at the repair station, that is correct, but at right here, the road cargo station, that's it. Here you can pick up clothes and fabrics. So we can start supplying fabrics to the repair station now. Domestically, I mean. That is going to be great. So that is fine. Electronics, yeah, we can only supply the fabrics here. And the warehouse right here. Here you can only drop off food, clothes and electronics. Nothing else. Right, I believe we have set up the... Yeah, we set up the restrictions, so that is all they can drop off, but you know, still, better safe than sorry. And the meat... Yeah, the refrigerated trucks should arrive right now. So here, meat, and pick up meat right here, that's fine. And keep everything 100% full. So I believe this is going to be fine now. I believe they are going for a refuel or something, I don't know. Or no, wait, they are going for 100% full, that's why. Okay, and any of them going to the customs house? No, not really. Very good. Okay, that will sort things out quite nicely. Very good. Also, I completely forgot. You can also pick up crops from here. So here you can load up on crops and you can drop it off right here. So in the road cargo station you can drop off crops. There we go. Only crops for now. Although, yeah, you can drop off chemicals as well, so we can sort that one out too. So we have the raw resources for the clothes and that's it. Okay, I think we are doing fine. At least theoretically. So right here, this is empty now. And meat storage, yeah, that one is sorted. You can go. And this one. Warehouse, yes, that's correct. Yes, I think this one can go as well. And you are the for the fuel. Yeah, you can stay for now. I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, at some point, maybe once we have the oil industry sorted out, we will have dedicated distribution for the fuel as well. Although at that point we might have the railroad sorted out as well, so yeah, whatever. Anyways, construction in the town is progressing slowly. What about you? Yeah, slow. You, once again, very, very slow. Oh well. This is the important stuff. We have food sorted now. Now, is the other one... Right, this is going to be high priority now. And please let me know when you are finished. Because this is going to be the export office. So this is what we will use to export excess clothes and excess food. For example, in the food factory right now, we are about 50% full, but that will be once again all the way back up to 100% as soon as this place is full up. So yeah, we will have plenty of excess food. Anyways, while that other office is being built, let's focus on the construction office once again. So, rail connections. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 stations. That's a lot. I think I will route them this way and maybe go around and hook up to the main line here. Because this is a little bit too close. Maybe we can route it this way and hook up here as well. Yeah, I think that might work. First things first, let's sort out. Let me see, what is the contour lines? This one. Maybe we can go down to this contour line now. So let's just have it here. And let's just hook up this one. First, let's make sure we actually have a nice gentle curve down. This is going to be okay. Yeah, this will be just fine. Okay, finalize, and we can get rid of this knob at the end. And don't forget, there and there. Okay. Yeah, I think we can hook up the main line around here somewhere. So instead of merging the different lines here, maybe we can merge them around here instead. So we will have a... I suppose we might as well level it out. Do we still have bulldozers? Yes, we do. Let's just bring out a nice level area next to the main tracks. Something like this. And set up a nice junction of the main line with 5 different lines splitting off. Then we will smooth it out. There we go. So, first things first. Let's set up a nice way off the main line. That will do. And then we need to set up a, well, a junction or a switch from 2 to 5. So first things first, I think we can go into the oil drop-off station from this side. Everyone else, maybe we can deal with this one here as well. Yes, we can. Can I route it? Yes, I can. Okay. Ooh, and research program finished. Okay, so now we have the the secret police, but that is no use until we have this one. So that is next. I will build the secret police later. For now, I am busy with other stuff. So, this is the aggregate unloading. And this one. Yeah, we need to level out a little bit more. I was expecting this. Also, I didn't leave enough room for the gravel processing. Yeah, I think we can squeeze it in here later, but for now, I just want to take care of the bare essentials. You can go out a little bit further and then turn. And then you can hook up something like this. Yeah, that will do. So that's 2 stations. I don't suppose, no. Unfortunately, the exposed rock is really in the way, so we will not be able to hook them up here. Okay, fine. Let's just do this. And that is all the 5 lines. Now we just need to hook them together. Okay then, first things first. We need to bring this one out a little, sorry, down a little bit. Next to the tracks. There we go. We have a nice little embankment for the rail tracks. Not a big one, but still. Anyways, I will route the tracks this way. And I suppose at this point we can merge these together now. They really don't need to be, you know, split this long. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. So let's just do this. There, and a small station crossing right here. And the usual 40 meters, I suppose. Okay, that will make sure that all of them have way in and a way out. That's fine. And now we just need one more merging for these guys. Okay, get rid of this one. Let's just hook these in. So this one goes first a nice gentle turn this way and then a way in. That's fine. As for these guys, I think we can do it. For example, if we do it this way, and we just need to have a station crossing right here. I think this should be long enough for a train, right? Let's just double check. So from the end of the station, maybe not. Yeah, it's not long enough. I suppose if we move this one down a little bit, it should be fine. Plus the road, don't forget about the road. Yeah, definitely. We can just place down the road and read the road, railroad, that's fine, going to be fine. Yeah, I think this will be okay. Let me just move this one a little bit. Also, did we lose the liquid connection? No, but now we did. So we need a unloading. No, that's too big. This one will do. You can go here instead. And that will be definitely long enough. Yeah, that's going to be just fine. But you know what? Better safe than sorry. So from here, yeah, that's plenty long enough. Okay then, I believe the railroad is sorted. Yeah, okay, I think that will do. By the way, house construction, this guy, almost finished, very good, all the resources are delivered already. By the way, the town, how is the people doing these days? First things first, let's take a look at these. Very good. Very few complaints. Only the unimportant stuff. So that is very good news. But this is the more important stuff. Let's take a look at last year plus this year. Ooh. Number of people is decreasing, but I think mostly because of the escapes. Although births and deaths are... I don't like these ratios. Only 200 more births than deaths. The amount of deaths is concerning. Health is very good. The biggest source of death is... the biggest source of less health is stroke and heart attack, and I believe that will be lowered from research. So not much we can do about that right now. Yeah, unfortunately, it will only be improved by research, I think. I don't really mind the escapes, that's fine. That is because we don't have enough living space, but that one will be sorted relatively soon. Anyways, this one is finished now. All we need to do is set up a unloading at the customs house and first a pickup at the food factory, but you can only pick up, let's say, 70% full. So if we have some overproduction. In fact, let's just make it 90% full. We can go into 90, right? Not 89. Fine, 89, but technically it's 90. And the same goes for this one. I don't think this can see the internal storage of the connected structures, so I believe we need to hook this one up directly. Like so. So load yeah, once again, if you are 90% full, although I don't think this is looking for just one item, it will look for a full stock, for example the raw resources as well, which is not ideal. Okay, this one can be set to yeah, I think I am relatively happy with the clothes, so let's just have this one at 25% full. Yeah. Okay. Also, how are you guys doing? We don't really have all that many vehicles standing idle. I think I will buy a couple of extra maybe in the next episode, not right now. As for this one we need to buy some vehicles. And let's just buy big ones. Covered hole and not this one. This one. The YAG10 covered with a trailer. Okay, what about colors? Let's just have white ones. So for now I will buy 4 of them. That should be enough for the exports. So that should sort out all our exports for the time being. At least I think so. Okay, you guys, you are open hole, right? Yes, you are. That's fine. Also, did I tell this one to accept clothing imports from the customs house? Oh yeah, you can pick up everything, that's fine. Okay, I think we should be in a good place now. How is this one? It is filling up quite nicely. Okay, I think the next high priority is going to be this one. I want to sort out the local distribution as well. Right, what about you guys? Nowhere near finished. Plus this one all requires a tiny amount of bricks. Yeah, let's just have this one as high priority too and finish it. Okay then, about this one. Now that we have the railroad sorted out, we just need to sort out the roads. Let's see if we can do it. For example, this one, and yeah, as expected. We need to get rid of this one first, put in the road, and then we can redraw the rail line, I believe. A little bit further back. There we go. Oh, right. For this one, it need to have a clean way through under the conveyor belt, like this. There we go, and you need to hook up right there, if you can. You can, but that will definitely block the railroad. Not ideal. And you definitely need to have access to the road because of the fire safety. Okay, for now, what I will do is this. Not the best, but it will do. Let's just trim it back a little bit. You know what? No, it's fine. Okay, next up. Let's put back the railroad. Seriously? Too close to intersection. That didn't really interfere around here. Let's see, can I do it, please? Okay, right. I think what we can do is get rid of this one for a second. Put in the railroad and then put in the road intersection, right? No. Seriously? I suppose if you move this one down a little bit, but that will interfere with the length of this. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, right, you. Now that we are delivering clothes with the stations, you can park yourself in the distribution house, I think. This one. That should be fine. Okay then. I will sort these guys out a little bit more in depth later, but that will do for now. So yeah, let's move the drop-off station for the fuel. And yeah, that's fine. So fuel drop-off station. Maybe you can go here instead. Okay, for that we need to move this one as well. In fact, there we go. So maybe this will do. Let's take a look. So if you put this one here, will the railroad go in now? Yes, it will. There. Okay, let's just redraw it completely so I know it is actually completely straight. Very good, and then this one. Now I am fairly certain that this is not going to be enough queuing space. Yes, I know I've been measuring this one a couple of times already, but I just want to be extra sure. I think, yeah, ground distance I think is going to be fine. Right, almost 160 meters. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, that's a lot of my mind. Okay then. Next up. This can hook into this one can hook into this one. And as I said, I think we can squeeze it through here. Yes. You can hook into that. Very good. I don't think, yeah, the conveyor belt absolutely not going to work. Yeah. No surprises there. So far, so good. Can I do it like this? No, that's too short for a node. What about this way? Yeah, this one will work. Just barely. And how do we manage the way out for the roads? I think this way. Yeah, like that. Obviously, I would like to have a nice, gentle incline for this. So let's just go ahead and smooth this one out. As long as all the contour lines are white, I think I'm going to be okay. These ones are still yellow, but okay, just for a second, a placeholder like this. You know what? I think it's going to be fine. For a road, this amount of incline is okay. Now we just need to sort this one out. This one is a little bit convoluted. You can go back, hook up there, and this is the problematic one. Oh, never mind. What about this one? Yeah, this will work. Okay, I think we have a winner. I think everything should be sorted now. We have all the road access, we have all the rail access. I think this will work. Right. Okay, yeah, I think this will work. All we need now is power and maybe fire safety to be extra safe, but other than that, it's fine. And obviously the construction offices and maybe gravel processing. How big is the early start gravel processing, by the way? Construction industry, gravel processing plant, this one. Oh, it's actually relatively small. And the gravel storage is too boxed in to hook it up directly, so this one will have to be done by trucks. but I think that's a small price to pay. The distribution office will take care of it just fine. But I will worry about that one later. For now, let's finalize what we have. And there we go. I don't think this is going to be very efficient, but it's going to be fine. It will do the job, that's what's important. And obviously, we just placed down a couple of offices, and I think this will do. Let me see. That rail is going over a hump. Yeah, we are over time now, but let's just take care of it real quick. So, this one needs to be cut back. Yes, and I will level this one down real quick. Yeah, that's better. Obviously, a railroad should be on level ground as long as possible. Okay, I think I am relatively happy with this one. Right, that looks good. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Obviously, these two nodes needs to go away. And that's about it. Okay, as I said, we are way over time now. And let me just make one last look at these guys. So meat deliveries is fine, but I think we are running low on these covered haul trucks. Yeah, only one standing idle. Just to be on the safe side, I will buy a couple of extra. So covered haul trucks for these guys. Let's just use these YA12Ds. So we have 3, and let's just buy 2 more, just to be on the safe side. And for the export, fine, I will send this one over to this office, and I will buy 4 more export trucks. But these ones will be big ones. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I think we are set for now. Let's just double check. So this one is almost full. It will be full eventually. What about the food? Right, this one is completely full, so we are exporting it. Very good. By the way, I believe the easiest way to do this is from the finances. Yeah, let's just take a look at it from the start of this year. So import of resources. Meat we are still importing. Crops. Why are we importing? We should be using this one. Food. Yeah, we have stopped importing food. That's great. And clothes. Yeah, we are not importing clothes. Very good. But why are we importing crops? Oh, right, we still have this dedicated line. You guys, you are sold. No, no, no. Let's just reassign them. You park yourself here. And you park yourself here. Here instead. Okay, fine. So you're going to depot, so this one, this line can be deleted. Yeah. Oh wait, this one. Fine. Wait until they park themselves. Okay, it's fine now. Good. So we have stopped importing crops. Quickly, we are over time. This year to the end. Import resources. So we are good on food, good on crops. And everything else we are still importing, obviously. Okay, what about exports? Export of resources. Why are we exporting chemicals? Do not export chemicals. Unload only this one and this one. Nothing else. Thank you. I will take a look at the file in a second. And yeah, don't export crops. We are using every single bit we are harvesting. Yeah. Okay. Fire. And it's extinguished. Very good. So yeah, I think we did relatively okay. We are way over time, so we definitely need to say goodbye. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.